Alright, so, well, Josie, how you doing?
Hi, Coach. I'm fine.
Alright, so, you okay with having this scorecard being recorded?
It's okay.
Alright, so, how's your RD?
It's great. I'm still doing the usual thing.
Like,
Sleeping, eating, and then doing Facebook.
yeah, true. So, right now, with the situation we're all in, this is the pretty much norm for the meantime. Alright, so, how are you dealing with the gambling habit?
I cannot stop it since I don't have any money anymore. So I'm gonna think about it since payday. It's today's payday, so yeah.
Alright, so at least I know I think you're old enough to manage on that. So right now we're having this coaching session to basically see where we're at with our performance and make sure we'll see how you have improved, what have you improved on, and what are things that we can do to make sure we keep on track. Okay, so here's just in your performance, the scorecard that you get.
Yes. I kind of being efficient with my calls, but well, with regards to my CSAT, yes, I was able to improve compared to last month, but I can see that there's still a lot of things that I need to work on to improve more about hitting the target.
Alright. What else can you say about besides CSAT?
With regards to my CSAT, yes, it says um, even though I was able to, I was in the like I was able to meet or to improve my scores, but there's still a lot of things that I need to improve to, of course, to be more. Although I'm efficient enough, although I'm already efficient with taking my calls, but I know that there's still lots of things I need to work on, and I'm glad that we are having this coaching session right now, and so that at least I will be able to know more what are the things that needs to be done.
Alright, that's good. So, yeah, AHT has improved, right, from May to June so far, and yeah, CSAT is going down each month. So we want to make sure we actually go ahead and get back on track. Because April you were doing well, and as the month goes by, it's going. We want to go ahead and make sure we get it back on track. So in our last coaching session, what were things that we talked about that will actually work for you?
What, as far as I can remember, doing credits. One most effective way that really worked is when a member, I know that the member is asking for a credit. What I'm doing is I'm working on the credit, and then once the member confirm it, then I always submit it right away. In that way, the member don't have to spend more time on the phone while processing the adjustments.
All right, that's actually a good practice. Yeah, processing the credit right on the call. You get the pre-filling up using those templates for your credits. That's actually a good way to be efficient on our calls, and at the same time, you get your member happy right away. You get the credit right away as well. That's good. That's good. So, you have any questions regarding your scorecard here?
And none so far, coach.
All right. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna be listening to one stars, two one stars, and they're actually gonna go ahead and help us, and we're gonna look into it, see what impacted the call that gave it the one star, and see what we can do to actually improve moving forward on that. Okay. All right. So here's a call. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the call now.
Hello. Hi, this is Josie from eBay Customer Support, calling to a recorded line. Can you give me your first and last name?
Yeah, my name is, excuse me, Patrick Johnstone.
Thank you, Patrick. How can I help you today? Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a delivery, and it was the wrong item.
All right. So at this point, what's the member stated concern?
he received the wrong item.
Alright, and is the desired outcome that clear?
Not yet.
Alright, so in this situation, what's the next thing that we would do?
Ask the member what the member wants or what's the purpose of his call.
Alright, so let's see how that call turned out after.
It's not what I ordered.
Okay. What you can actually do is you can open a return case. But first, you can message the seller, inform the seller about it, and ask the seller to send the right item. And if the seller is not responding, then that will be the time that you can open a return case.
Alright, so what did you notice there?
I gave the resolution right away without a confirmation from the member if that is what he really wants.
Alright, so far we're already giving out a resolution without the member even stating what their desired outcome is. Right, so let's go and proceed.
Are you using a computer right now?
Yeah, I guess my tablet.
Okay, but I just want to know assuming you already know how to open a return.
No, I don't. I don't know. I'm brand new. I don't know
Okay,
this
so
stuff.
I can guide you how to do it. On your purchase history of those, right?
Alright, so we're gonna stop the call there, because the rest of the call would actually be a walkthrough, and you did give the walkthrough on that. But I want you to read the member's comment on this one. Member's comment. Let's go ahead and pull it up. So, the member's comment here is, don't assume everyone in the world is a cyber genius. Now, what do you think the member felt there?
He's I assume that he knew about as to how to navigate the website without even asking if he's aware of it. And then during the call, I gave him the steps, like what I'm doing with the tenure members.
So, what could we have done to maybe change the experience, knowing that this member didn't really get that item?
I should have, during the first part of the call, I should have asked if what is the member's desired, what the member really wants, why he's calling us. And then I should have profiled the way I handle the call based on the member's familiarity with the website.
Sure, alright. So that's good that you were able to realize that. So you mentioned finding out the desired outcome of the member. So how would you actually do that on that call?
I should have asked the member if he really wanted a refund or a replacement, because what I did was I assumed that he wanted a replacement right away.
Alright, so by asking those questions, what would you think would have happened after?
It would be a brief call, and then the member would be satisfied as well.
How? Why do you feel that way?
I will be able to resolve the problem and give a correct resolution.
Okay, so you mentioned that by asking those questions you would be able to resolve, but how does the asking, what's the purpose of us asking that question you asked? Which one would you like, the item or the replacement or the refund? What would that actually help us with? Just like you mentioned.
It will help us know what the member really wants, and then giving out and then letting the member state what he really wants. It's actually like a strong or a a confirmation that we are giving the right resolution, and then the member will feel that we really understood what the problem is.
All right, very good. So I'm good you're able to actually recognize that asking those questions basically allows us to discover what the member really wants. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to another call that you have. So go ahead and pull it up. All right.
Hi,
Yeah,
this
hello.
is Josie from eBay Customer Support calling the recorded line. Can you give me your first and last name?
Sure. The first name is Itzek, I-T-S-I-K. Last name is Gutfleisch, G-U-T-F-L-E-I-S-H.
Thank you. How can I help you today, sir?
Hi there. I received a message from one of my, I'm a seller on eBay. I received a message from one of my customers. He was trying to get something from me. He was trying to buy a baseball card from me. And when he tried to purchase the item, it says that it gives him an error message. And I went online trying to see what the problem. I went to, and I saw that there's a problem with the shipping. In other words, I remember entering same cost for every buyer, $3.80, and I did sell a few cards since then. It's like a lot. I'm selling like 2 cards in a lot, and I sold like about 8 of them, and I have a quantity of 20. But since I sold them, it's just stopped selling. But I have people giving me messages all the time that they're trying to purchase more from me, but they getting this error message. So I went online trying to correct, and I see the 380 is not there anymore. The same cost for every customer is not there anymore. So I entered it again, hoping it's going to stay on. And I closed it, and then I logged in again, and it disappeared again. I'd like to know what can I do about it, because I'm losing a lot of, a lot of sales. Now, basically.
All right, so I'm gonna stop the call there. So what's the member's stated need?
He wants to know why his buyers were receiving errors while trying to purchase his buy now listings, and then about the flat shipping cost that he set up with on his listings, and it's disappearing whenever he's trying to pull it up.
All right. So is the desired outcome clear? What's going on?
Not yet.
All right. So let's go ahead and proceed with the call.
Yeah, basically I have about 70 listings on eBay, 70. And only 7 of them are buy it now. Only 7, like 63 are bidding. Now, I only have the problem with the buy it now, the 7, buy it now listings. But I don't have a problem with the bidding.
Okay. So they are receiving an error when they are either while sending an offer or when they are clicking on buy it now, sir.
On buy it now.
Okay. I am going to pull up one of the items right here. So I tried to check right here. There's a question that would be for the 1998 Flair Showcase by Michael Jordan. So this is one of the items that we are talking about?
Yeah, this is one of them. I can give you the item number if you want.
All right. So far, where is the call going towards to?
I'm giving the member the resolution again without, even though I'm not sure what the member really wants, because I'm assuming that he just wants to know why there's the buyers are receiving error while making a payment.
All right. So good. You're able to recognize that so far in this call. So let's go ahead and proceed.
I've already got it, but I just want to confirm this is the item, right?
Yeah, because I have more than one Michael Jordan. That's what I'm saying. It's 7 listings on Buy Now. You can choose any one of them because none of them is taking the Buy Now. None of them.
We're going to confirm that. I'll just
Okay.
review if the problem is within your listing or your account or on your buyer's end. Let me just check real quick.
Sure. Thank you.
Alright, so we're gonna skip the hold. Just where we get back.
Thank you for waiting.
Okay.
All right. I already reviewed your account here in my answer as well as on the listing that I used as an example, but I can't see any problem with your account, sir. So the one, like the calculator or the flat shipping rule.
Alright, so what do you notice about after you get back?
I focus on only one like concern. For me, the concern of the member is just to resolve what about the error, and there's still no confirmation from the member if that is what he really wants.
Right.
I assumed again.
Right, because here's the member's comment on this actually. So, member's comment is, "Hi, I am having issues with shipping on some of my Buy It Now listings. I received a message from a buyer who's trying to purchase from one of my listings, but he couldn't because he got a restriction from you. I went online and saw that there is a problem with shipping, but I couldn't fix. So I called you guys and I was told that everything looks okay from eBay's side, and I should tell my buyer to call you, and you will guide him to buy my item. Why is the buyer problem if he gets restriction from you, and how is my listings okay if the shipping cost keeps on coming of my listing?" So how do you feel about that member's comment?
The issue wasn't resolved.
Right, so what do you think impacted that the most?
I wasn't able to ask the member if or what he really wants with the call. Like the same with my previous call earlier. I assumed that is what the member wants without confirming it from the member. That's why I tend to give a wrong resolution.
Alright, so that's good you are able to actually realize what is actually happening on both calls. And I chose both of these causes because it's actually what's most of your calls is happening. And what's happening is that based on those two calls, they were actually low AHT. And how do you feel about that? How efficient is that?
Even though I was able to end the call in a short period of time, but it seems useless because if I am the member, I will be calling back since my issue wasn't clarified.
Right, so it's good you're able to realize that. So how would you ask those questions if you were able to go back?
How
would you ask those questions?
Applied within the call, or
Yeah.
if I could have taken this call.
If you were to
Again.
take this call again.
Okay. I should have. I would be asking again the same with my first call. If the member what the member really want. If he just wanted to know what is the problem, why buyers were receiving errors while making a payment, or if the bottom line about his call is just to, of course, make a successful sale, since he's really concerned that this certain listing has sales before and right now buyers can pay for this or purchase these items.
Alright, so it seems like you know what questions to really ask, and you know when to ask those questions. So, and you mentioned you jumped to assumption right away. So, what made you want, or what gave you the assumption that this is the member's concern?
Maybe during those calls, I assume that I just based like from the first part of the call. Once I heard such, for example, first listening to the first call that the member mentioned about receiving the wrong item. Um, it's like I assumed right away that it would only be like the usual calls that I have. The member wanted a replacement for this. Uh, that is what was the reason why I most of the times I came up with assuming what the member really wants and forgetting to confirm it from them if that is what the member's desired outcome is.
Right? And having that kind of assumption, how is that impacting our performance?
I I keep on getting 1 stars.
Right? And that's good that you're able to recognize that. So, here's what we're gonna do. Well, let's start off with creating a role play and see how it actually turns out. You applying what kind of questions you would ask and see how it turns out. And at the same time, we're gonna use the first scenario and see how it turns out. Okay, so you're gonna be the teammate and I'm gonna be the member. Okay, so ring ring.
Hi, welcome to eBay. This is Josie. Can I have your first and last name?
My name is Inchik Smith.
Hi, sir. How can I help you today?
I just bought an item and it's not what I wanted.
I'm sorry to hear that. I just want to know, sir, did you try to inform the seller about it already?
Alright, so just quick pause there.
Mhm.
Ayan, when we agreed that it's actually more on just having the member discover up, right? So how are we gonna actually go ahead and do that?
Like what?
How do we discover the member's desired outcome?
Ask the member if what he wants,
Okay, and what kind of questions are you gonna be asking?
So, since you received the wrong item, sir, what do you want? So, do you want a replacement or a refund?
Alright, so that's more of a clarifying issue, or clarifying question. What kind of question could we ask that would allow the member to basically tell you more about what's going on?
Open-ended questions.
Open-ended questions. Okay, good. So, what open-ended question would you ask?
What have you done so far?
All right. Well,
Can
be.
Can you tell me more about what you did after you received that wrong item?
All right. Very good. What else?
That's what I can think of.
Okay. So those are actually a good question. So let's. You can even ask something like, okay, tell me more about how you would like to proceed. Right. So that basically allows. Those three type of questions definitely allows a member to open up rather than asking, all right, which one you want, returns or you want the money or you want a replacement, basically, right? So let's go back. Let's do the role play again. So ring ring.
Hi, welcome to eBay. This is Josie. Can I have your first and last name?
My name is Inchik Mike.
Hi, sir. How can I help you?
I just received an item and it's not what I wanted.
Can you tell me more about it, sir? Can you tell me what happened?
Alright, so basically I ordered this phone and I really wanted it because I needed it for work and this comes around that I get this item that's not what I wanted and I really needed it for work.
I understand the importance of that, sir. And since you needed the item, sir, I just want to know, sir, what have you done so far after you received that wrong item, sir?
To be honest, I don't know what actually to do after I just got in the mail just a couple of minutes ago first thing I wanted to do was actually call you guys up.
Okay, and you did the right thing, of course. We're still here to help you. Since you don't know what to do, sir, I just want to know, sir, if you since you received the wrong item and you needed it, I just want to confirm: do you want a refund or a replacement for the item?
Actually, I want a replacement. Knowing that I really need the item, and I bought it from this guy because it was really for a good price.
Okay. So with that, sir, what you can actually do is first we can contact the seller, inform the seller that about what happened, and I just give it at least 24 hours. If there's still no response, then that would be the time that you need to open a return case. Have you tried opening a return case before, sir?
No, I actually haven't yet.
Okay, don't worry. I'm going to help you with that. I just want to know, sir, if what device you're using when you're logging into eBay.
I'm using the eBay app.
Okay, so you're using the eBay app. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'll give you a walkthrough how to open up a return case so that just in case the seller won't respond to you, then at least you'll know how to open this return case and don't have to contact us again.
Alright, so where do I go?
Alright, can you go to your purchase history?
Alright, give me a second. Alright, so I see. Alright, I see something where it says return.
That is, you're on the right track, sir. So,
Okay, so do I just click on I want a replacement? Or this is what I will do if the seller still doesn't actually contact?
that's what you need to do after 24 hours if the seller is unresponsive. In that way, eBay can also let the seller know and let the seller take action to resolve the problem with the user. And that is eBay's way of helping you as well.
Alright, so that sounds great. Hope this seller responds and you can send out the replacement so I can definitely get back to work. Alright, thanks so much for your help.
No problem, sir. And thank you as well.
Alright, so how do you like that one? How do you feel about that call?
It's brief, and I was able to give the member I was able to profile my resolution based on the member's familiarity with the website.
Alright, what else? What else you liked
It's
about it?
clear, like the flow of the call. It's structured, and then I was able to know what the member really wants.
Alright, so that definitely allows you to basically know where the member is coming from. That's good. Alright, so what kind of so let's create a plan that makes sure this is actually gonna go ahead and be spontaneous throughout all your calls, right? So what's one thing we can actually go ahead and agree on?
What I'm going to do, since even though I'm aware of that, sometimes I kind of forget about it, most especially if there's already lots of calls that I'm taking. So what I'm gonna do is I'll like write a call flow in my notepad. In that way, I will remember to follow the same call flow and apply a certain flow if it's applicable within the call.
Alright, so what kind of call flow is that gonna be?
Like greetings, and then empathy if it's needed, acknowledgement as well if needed, and then asking open-ended questions.
Alright, so, and what are those three things that we can actually ask and the type of open-ended questions?
Is it for this call or for?
Or that you can actually use as an example for most of your calls.
Can you tell me more about it? Can you tell me what you've done so far? Can you tell me what happened? That's all I can think of.
Right, so far, right? Those are actually good that you can start off. And as days goes, you get used to asking what kind of open-ended questions, and I can definitely help you out on that. So one thing we can also do is if you do receive calls that you feel like, all right, I know I could have asked more questions because I can see you are aware of what's going on. So you do notice that you sometimes jump to assumptions. So in those kind of situations that you do have those calls, you can actually send it to me. We can go ahead and listen to it together, and we can go ahead and talk about that kind of call. All right. So, by knowing now that you know that if you ask questions and you let the member open up more, what are the impacts that's gonna happen to you as to your performance as well?
If I will be able to use those open-ended questions, I'm positive that it will help me to know more what, or to know exactly what the member's concern is, and based on our coaching session, it actually helps on identifying even the unstated concern of the member.
True, that's definitely one thing there. So that's good. So let's go ahead and set a target if that's the case. So well, today is actually gonna be our D, right? So today's last day. So last day, rest day, paid day. It's the best time to go on early, right? So all right. So next week is gonna be a new week, right? This week you're running for CSAT is actually 3.96. So what is gonna be our goal for next week?
My goal would be
So from a 396, where do we want to be at next week?
at least 4.45.
Alright, that's good. That's gonna be actually a good. It's a huge leap, right? But I'm glad you feel more confident in reaching the 4.4 and 4.5 and 45, and see what we can actually go ahead and do. I'll go ahead and definitely follow up on this. I'll be doing side by sides along with you each other day. See where you're going at, and I know you're going to be looking at your scorecard daily to make sure to know where you're at as well. And hopefully next week around this, maybe next Friday, we can have another session, and we can definitely talk about what worked, what were our challenges, and what were things that we're going to go ahead and continue, or even discover something new as well. All right. Questions, clarifications.
None, coach.
All right. That will be it, and that would actually end our session.
Thank you, coach.
All right. So let's go ahead and stop.